freezing night, the convoy had been ambushed south of Harmony by desperate gangs armed with chains, rifles, and years of hatred born from collapse. Truck engines scream beside gunfire while younger riders drag wounded brothers through smoke, drifting across the shattered highway. And every soul there understood civilization itself had already begun tearing its own flesh apart beneath poison skies. Blood on Route 68, hear the black engines roar through the fire, through the violence, through the endless highway war. Bound by blood, bound by iron, bound by storms that never end. Stormbound rides eternal and the strong rise once again. Once again. Back in Los Santos, the news stations called it isolated violence, while politicians hid safely behind walls guarded by frightened mercenaries. But north beyond the freeways, entire towns were collapsing beneath addiction, hunger, biker wars, and the slow death of honest labor. Old riders formed black shield lines beside overturned trailers, while ravens circled above the battlefield through rain and diesel smoke. Because storms do not create monsters, they simply reveal what weak societies spent decades hiding beneath comfort and lies. Blood on Route 68, hear the black engines roar through the fire, through the violence, through the endless highway war. Bound by blood, bound by iron, bound by storms that never end. Stormbound rides eternal and the storm rise once again. When systems collapse, men return quickly to older instincts. Some become scavengers, some become tyrants, and some become protectors. That is why the brotherhood still matters beneath the storm, because loyalty becomes the final law when order dies. Near dawn, the surviving convoy pushed north through freezing rain, while burning wreckage smoldered behind them beneath shattered storm clouds. Younger brothers sat silently covered in ash, blood, and exhaustion, while older riders counted the dead beside blackened engines. Some among us had lost friends, sons and fathers before sunrise, yet not one rider lowered his banner before the storm, because men forged through suffering eventually learn grief itself can become another weapon against despair. Chaos, and the weak hearts disappear. Stormbound walks eternal, and the storm still draws us near. So let the thunder shake the desert, and let black smoke rise across the highways through the endless northern night tonight. Let the ravens circle high above the wreckage, while old engines roar beside the frozen mountain roads once more. For the storm belongs to those willing to survive its wrath without surrender. And Stormbound still rides through blood and thunder